Today we're at the Menoken Farm, and it's a demonstration farm that came from the vision of the Burleigh County Soil Conservation District supervisors. And the farm actually started in 2009. I think the mission of the Menoken Farm is to provide information and education to other farmers, ranchers, and certainly the general public, and to provide this information in a usable format. Well, the Menoken Farm annually hosts about 30 plus events each summer, and these events are for groups that come from virtually anywhere in the world.
The carbon cycle is vital. It's what drives us all. It keeps us all alive. It's important to us because there's a gap in production agriculture. I think we don't need to conserve it so much as we need to regenerate it, and that's the educational message from the Menoken Farm.
I'm hoping they walk away with a better understanding of the science that's involved at the Menoken Farm, and then a little better understanding, how do we improve this whole scenario in terms of carbon? How do we have more carbon entering than leaving our systems? And I think when we start to build the resource back and regenerate our soils, that's when it became really exciting. And there's something about building and improving a process that I think really unites people. And so I think the part for me has been the regeneration, because that's really where the excitement lies.
We started an arboretum a few years back, and to help with just let people who come here can see the different varieties and species of trees that will work for this area, and they can give them a good visual of what those trees will look like for windbreaks or wildlife plantings or whatever they're looking at doing. It helps with wind erosion. Even in the shelter belts themselves, you can kind of make a microclimate that is different than what we have out here. And it improves wildlife, improves pollinators, improves so many different things.
Our indoor and outdoor gardens, our high tunnels, have become a huge draw. Obviously, you'll see that here at the farm, and we'll talk that quite a bit, because there's a lot of parallels between gardening and large-scale production agriculture. The principles remain the same. And I think finally, again, is the integration of livestock, which kind of ties it all together. I'm a rancher myself from up in the Wing area, and I employ a lot of these same principles in what we do here on the Menoken Farm on our own place.
I think for someone who hasn't been to the Menoken Farm, I would encourage them to come, because we kind of start with foundation principles. And I think even if you're not maybe actively engaged in agriculture, but you have an interest in how your food is produced, and you have an interest in what's happening on soil regeneration or just regeneration in general, I think that's a good place to come, this is the Menoken Farm, because I think with the foundation principles we can start to build that process, and I think that's how people understand it the best.